Hello everyone, welcome back to another course titled Why We Gain Experiences. And we're going to be making a wrap up on experiences for a bit, but we're going to come back to that like I mentioned. We're going to be talking about experience theory. I'm looking at different activities in those sections for sure. And so I want to give you and talk about why are we gaining those experiences for a great cause. And in last class, I actually talked about what are those experiences that help you through volunteering and how it makes you make a huge impact on the community. And so I want to share 3 principles with you on why you should be gaining your experiences. And so the first principle is gaining experience helps us to clarify if we want to explore a particular field. And that's very important. Gaining those experiences also gives you the opportune time to tap into areas that say, okay, am I comfortable with moving forward? For example, with me, I was gaining experiences to actually wanting to be at the marketing firm. But I said, like, is working at an ad company my experience interest to move forward with? So I said, okay, I had to actually expand my horizon and expand my thoughts to say, okay, I want to move forward with my passion of just going into an industry and just tapping in the knowledge. And I just coincidentally end up in the career development field and didn't know that I could actually brand myself or brand others and brand the organization to move forward. So thinking about when you're gaining those experiences, think about different areas of exploring and how you can move forward. In today's activity, I want you to think about those types of experiences that you are currently working on. Are they helpful to you? What are they bringing to you? Think about that reflection thought. And as you continue to build on this journal, I'm going to send this out to you, a quote that I try to say to myself every day. Experience brings change. And that's very important. You're experiencing the change and to help others change around you or to change your space around you. And so I encourage you as you continue to move forward with that, make sure that you're looking at those areas of exploring. Experience and gaining experience helps us to develop new projects of interest. I developed a podcast. It's called Tweet the Leader in You. And I always wanted a podcast, but I said to myself, I don't have the right essentials right now to develop a podcast. But Tweet the Leader in You is a passion of mine, and I said at the right moment, actually Tweet the Leader in You came from a book that I'm writing, and it's going to give me those experiences writing that book that I wanted to develop a podcast. And so developing that podcast helps me to gain the experience of inviting people who need to just tell their story. And so I encourage you, if you want to actually come onto the podcast, I want to give you that experience for sure. That's an action thought that I want to welcome you with, is allowing you to come onto my podcast to gain that experience of telling your story and how you can continue to move forward and helping you to see other potentials of how you want to move in your life. The last principle is gaining experience helps you to work and gain exposure. Giving yourself exposure is very important through taking some types of internships and apprenticeships. And we're going to be talking about internships like later on and why it's important to take on not sometimes internships that you gain from high school or from university or from any other government or programming, but trying to create and find those internships. And I want to use an example of a student that was on one of the boards that I sit on. And they actually fund and created their own internship that they want to work at this particular organization. And so you can be eager enough to gain experiences by looking at the outcome in a positive way, by also yourself contributing to it. And so it's depending on how you want to relay those experiences, how you want to invest in those experiences, and how those experiences would help you to move forward in this journey. So I leave you with this quote by Rita Mae Brown. Good decisions come from experiences, and experiences comes from bad decisions. I know it doesn't make sense sometimes when you think about those good decisions. The good decisions comes from those experiences, and experience comes from bad decisions. And that's so true. You gain your experiences, and sometimes you make bad decisions on those experiences. But once you make the good experience, you know that it's for the good of that experience that help you to move forward. And so I encourage you in the closing thoughts that make good decisions to gain those experiences, and fail from those experiences in order to make the good ones to move forward. I'll see you at the next topic, but make sure to move forward in this life by gaining those experiences.